Was my mic bleeding?
Something was coming through.
Okay, I wanted to see if my mic was bleeding or if my entire computer switched to like sound card mode or whatever. That's why I was like, what the fuck?
I am a sound card.
Or stereo mix, whatever the fuck they call it. I was just trying to make sure that it doesn't turn on to that. I'm just gonna mute my mic then.
Wait, did that stun you?
Yeah.
The fuck? It didn't show it on my screen.
It's decent, bro. You couldn't hear decent. Oh yeah. No one should play use that much stamina. It's kinda easy there.
Ins, man. 210 red. Why is open red so
No, slow swap. He's so salty.
Yeah, 100% insulted, bro. What? You, Grab? What's up? Wait, what was the cooldown?
I just killed Smash, legit.
Oh, what was the cooldown on your grab?
It came off.
Wait, how long is the cooldown? Isn't it like 20 seconds?
No, that's for instant grapple. Grab is only an 8-second cooldown.
What the? Okay, that's good to know. Wait, what's the difference?
Instant grapple pretty much makes it so I can just grab you without repercussions out of block. But regular grab is pretty slow and I can usually get tagged.
Oh, so you have two grabs.
No. When I use instant grapple, my grab goes on cooldown with it. But instant grapple doesn't come off of cooldown for 20 seconds. But regular grab that's risky to use comes off in any.
I didn't know that. You're like, you and Uzi are like the only ones that fight.
I had that one dude that was in the Siege Guild that was like 281 AP and 343 DP say that I was actually a good warrior. So apparently I'm not doing bad anymore. I think he was from like
all the king's horses and all
Axum.
the king's men will never gather up all the plastic and put the
Axum or Influence, I can't remember.
Oh, I didn't move that voice. Oh,
The amount of packaging is increasing. The throwaway concept of living is proliferating. And it's showing up.
That was so funny though. Just E-buff and then alt right in the center of you guys. It's so hard to catch Sorks though. It really is.
I was drinking my drink.
no drinking for you.
No! Get away.
Yeah, so like the big thing is like if you dodge this,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. Pretty much when you make the earth explode, just go ham on you.
yeah, because we're basically after that you just iframe around until your cooldowns are up.
And how long is it for that? For those?
This one
Pattern
is
number.
I believe this one's 7 or 8.
Okay, so I have around 8 like 5 to 8 seconds left.
So this one is 7, and it's always, if it hits, it's always followed up with this, which is 10, and then this one's short. This is my bound, which is 5, and that's just an animation cancel.
Yeah, so I have 5 to 8 seconds before it's easy. That's one for a combo.
Yep.
No, it's so easy.
Yeah, after that, literally all we have for CC is either Stinger, which is unprotected, Pyramid of Doom, which is unprotected, and that's it.
So I have a question then about these crystals.
Yeah.
Stop fucking tip. Oh, you fucking kidding me? Alright, so Magic Crystal. So with the Han Magic Crystals in total, technically they'd be giving me 1200 HP with the 4-set bonus. Is that right?
Let me double check.
And then wait, 16. And then 32 evasion as well. And
evasion is +4. And then +4.
and then damage reduction. I would be gaining an extra 40. I would be gaining an extra 40 damage reduction as well.
Damage reduction you get 5 + 5 + 5, 15.
What? No, but the 2-set effect and the 4-set effect times 4, right?
Oh yeah. Oh wait, no, 15. Wait, come on. You get 2 set effects and then 1 4-set. You get 2 2-sets and 1 4-set. I'll do this for you real quick.
Because I'm seeing the combined magic crystal effect. It's like all AP +5, all AP +5 times 4.
Yeah, I'm just looking at video player, so I should use it.
16. Would be PDO planner show like how much you're actually getting?
Yeah.
I'm gonna check on that. Holy fuck though, I can't believe I got oh Flora! Oh my god. She came like sleepwalking up to my computer, and did you hear that bang? That was her running her head into my desk. Oh my god.
So you gain 420 HP. Accuracy. You gain a total of 16 accuracy. DR. Level 5. 10 DR.
Sorry, so what were you saying?
Hidden evasion. Good. I'm wondering that. One, two, three, 4 plus 3 is what? 7? 7%.
What?
Okay, so 4 said Han, whom did you let? And 3. That's what 4 said Han, whom did you?
Total?
Yeah,
Or times it by 4?
total.
That's from where?
If you just have the 4 crystals in general in your setup, yeah, that's everything you're getting from Han, Wait, that's those ones, yep. Oh, damage reduction is 10, not 2. What?
So it only adds the bonus once, not 4 times, like once for each crystal.
The crystal effect adds, you get to add it 4 times, the set effect twice, and then the 2 set twice, 4 set once.
That's
Damage thing. Am I saying that right? Or not? In general, if I'm not saying it right, that's the number they gave you are correct. That's what you will be getting if you're at 400.
so you get the 2 crystal set effect and then the 4 crystal set effect, and they add together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's really not that great because it only gives you 18 or 8 accuracy.
16 accuracy.
How?
So,
It says right there, the 2 crystal and the 4 crystal set effects are applied separately and only once each, so I would only get 8 accuracy.
yes, but each crystal gives you 2 accuracy.
Of the Hanhuns.
Yes.
So that's really not that good because the Viper in the gloves is better.
Gives you 20 each. So 20, 20 plus 16. additional 56 accuracy. Hey, that's 56 hidden accuracy, which is a lot.
Yeah, but I'd have to give up 10 AP on my macroids. And then 8 accuracy.
Yeah, but think about it this way, if 10 AP is equivalent to 20 accuracy, you have 56 accuracy from the spin vectors and all that.
Well, I could just run macload and then run the Vipers in my gloves.
I mean, sure, if you want to go a stamina build.
Well, I like
You
having
become less tanky. You become significantly less tanky. For 5 stamina, for 5 AP. I don't think that's worth it. I think you should only go max if you need the stamina. You shouldn't go for the AP, because you can't AP other ways. You can't combine magic crystals in your offhand. You get corrupted magic crystals, you get those in your offhand.
I got the black spirit crystals in my offhand right now.
You can even have Voltara in your offhand. You had even tankier, 150 HP each and 5 AP.
Yeah, but it's so much more expensive for only 100 more HP. I just can't afford it.
For Voltara? It's 150 HP, 5 AP.
Yeah, but I'm saying like the cost. How much they cost to get that. Because if you go sub-weapon and...
It's not a sub-weapon.
Yeah, there's the Awakened Spirit Crystals you're talking about.
Oh, yeah. I thought it was that fun. Oh, yeah.
They're 3 times
I'll just, yeah. Magic crystals sub-weapon. Yeah, but it's 3 times the price for an additional 100 HP.
But for me, like, how often I die still right now, it's just not worth it.
I mean, if you want even more damage, you get red spirit crystals, which are even more worth it, because you get an additional 30 human damage per crystal.
You know what looks good to me? Those fucking corrupted magic crystals.
Yeah, those are good. You should have them in your Kudum no matter what. Everyone that has a Kudum should have 2 of those in their Kudum.
Okay, yeah, that would really help with PvE damage.
Like, there should be, like, 99% of people should have 2 corrupted crystals in their Kudum. Like, there shouldn't be a reason why you don't have them.
Guess I need to start running with freaking coins in my inventory. Oh, dude, I am so happy that I have my Tet Ogre. I've been thinking about that forever. Fuck, I've climbed a lot in the last month and a half. Like, where's that link? Did I post in gear check this chat, or was it the old one?
Might have been the old one.
Yeah. I wonder if I still have the picture somewhere. Picture.
Oh yeah, wait, your gear progression's gonna plateau in a little bit. Yeah, not a little bit. Once you get a couple more. If you get to the point where like me, you have to take a hit.
Yeah, when I hit soft cap.
What's your AP?
259 with.
You're past soft cap. You're past soft cap AP.
Really?
Tet Ogre is not a soft cap accessory.
I just got that 100 stack from the Bartali book, and I was just like, I gotta fucking use it on something good, because I wasted that other one on my fucking helmet by accident. Oh, my tinfoil worked. Smash, what do you think about that?
It does not work. I can give it to you. Like 110 times over.
But how'd I get all? I don't know. I've been one-tapping tries with that method as long as I follow it to a T.
You keep saying that to yourself. Like the way I explain it is the game's hard written in C++, like most games are, and the way they probably do RNG is, yeah, pseudo RNG, yes, blah blah blah, whatever you say what you want about it. The way they probably do it is they use a math.random function that's built into C++ and then add in a bit of extra code so you can't just work around it, and that's it. That's literally it. Like, from a coding's perspective, if you do anything more than that, you're actually being dumb and you're wasting time and you're wasting the company's resources and money at that point.
So, but there was a couple studies
Okay, yes,
that were done on mathematical randomness.
Okay, yes, okay. One,
And-
it's theoretical, and it's not practical.
No, but
You cannot practically do it over and over, is what I'm saying. You can theoretically treat the system to have 100% chance, yes. Is it practical? No.
it's hard to be practical. But the difference between like theory in regular world and practiced theory in science, which is two completely different things. Because something's theory in science
still not
doesn't mean that
practical.
it's just a theory. It's a
We created English. Unless you have the source code, it's near impossible to have a foolproof method.
I'm not saying it's foolproof, but I'm saying like I have a lot better odds than somebody that was to just like throw fail stacks on it.
I think you're just like psyching yourself out because you're like, oh yeah, I'm failing. Oh, like I succeeded.
I think I'm gonna go.
Like I failed like 70 attempts on my reblast, and I failed 20 times in a row on getting pen. Like,
But what I'm saying is what if when you're enhancing for pen, you made, so say that you're at a 150 stack or something, right? What if you bought a bunch of outfits, got some cron stones, and you just got
yeah, but
like
at that point you're playing a number game. You're just collecting as much as you can. Like,
I know, but what I'm saying is with the mathematical randomness, what they did is like on a 2D paper sheet, they used the mathematical algorithm for true random, and what they found is the dots on the sheet grouped up, so they weren't evenly distributed through the whole page.
yeah, after
parts that were
1,000
clusters.
sequences, like after thousands and thousands of repeats.
Yes, but there's still like a pattern that way, right? But if you were to do that enhancing, what I did was I went on my rep blast, kept just smashing it, went through like a bunch of successes where it was like 15, 16, 17 fail stack successes, kept going until I got up to like what I said, like I have three saved fail stacks now. One's 31, one's 34, and one's 38. Right after that, I was like, holy shit, okay, because they came in a cluster. They all were one after another. I was like, all right, that's a cluster. Like a low success chance is going to come, and those are going to be clustered since I had such a high cluster of high hits. So I hit the next one, and I succeeded after 5 hits. So I was like, okay.
Yeah, but that's your gambler's fallacy then. Like, oh yeah, I'm 1A, I'm gonna keep 1A.
Well, no, it's like card counting, dude. Why do you think
You're not, I don't know,
But there's the mathematical equation of +1 -1. You don't actually know
yes, I know,
it's going to give out, but there's the mathematical probability that changes every time a card's dealt, because you get that +1 or the -1 depending on how high or low the card is dealt, and that changes the odds.
I mean, it, like, do you, like, just the formula for, like, just math out random isn't like that. I mean, it is after, like, you do millions and millions of sequences, but unless they purposely, like, mess with it, like...
They're doing a percentage success rate, right? So they don't have a massive board to work with. They're working between 1 and 100 and the decimal points in between. So they're limiting their probability between that percentile.
How are they limiting it?
Because
1 and 100.
Because they're limiting the percentile of success chance into that category of 1 to 100% success chance. They could have made a spreadsheet where the probability could have been 1 to 1,000, but they chose to do 1 to 100%. So they limited their decimal places that they could work within. It's like having a deck of cards, like playing blackjack. Like,
holy shit!
Your probability of drawing a certain card is going to change drastically depending on how many decks you're playing with.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I don't know. It still doesn't. I get what you're saying, and it makes sense. But in the realm of programming for like this, it doesn't work like that.
But how can you know? Because you also don't have the source code. So that's the thing.
Because I'm basing it off on. Yeah, but I'm basing it off on just experiences of real life. No coder, no programmer in their right mind would do that. That's a waste, because that's not economical, and you wouldn't do it. You would waste way too much money, you waste way too much time, and no company would want that.
But they don't have to program like that, because it's so easy to create a random number generator that just. But they wouldn't.
You don't just create a number generator. You just take one. You use one that exists. If you create one, you're still wasting time. It's ridiculous. Like,
but anyway,
redundant. There's no point.
Like, random number generators follow like a mathematical.
Yes, it's an algorithm. Yes. And theoretically, yes, you can treat the algorithm so you can always have it say your choice of number, whatever. Yeah.
All I'm saying is, if you're willing to dump like 100 mil just to test it out, use a red glass and just
write down. I can dump at 3 bill and it won't work. And I have.
No. I mean, like, just hit a red glass over and over again and write down at what stack it succeeded at and see if you find a pattern. If you find a pattern of like high, low, high, low, medium, high, like if it's actually like bunching up together, then it just shows that there is some sort of pattern. And that's literally what I did for like the last 2 months, is like while I'm enhancing.
And how many data points do you have? How many data sets do you have?
How many data sets? About 7 of like 30 trials each.
That's such a small number. Like
you wait, are you a programmer by chance?
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah, I am.
Because usually the seed for random number generators is the time itself, which is like in milliseconds. So because of latency, it's going to be really hard to kind of.
Dude, I hate archers.
But yeah. Anyways, from my theory, like, I think it's character bound for the probability. So each character has their own string.
But you're also assuming
like their own deck.
Are you also assuming that like each enchant like uses the next iteration of the random seed? Because if it's based on time, it's really kind of hard to.
Yeah, I don't think it's based on time. So I'd say it's like a seed gets assigned to that character, and so it's already predetermined at what percentage a success is going to be. So
they used to make similar in Pokemon, like the latest Pokemon or whatever. The egg hatching was based on tries, like attempts, not on anything else, and so it it was character bound, like you're saying. So people had ways to like figure out what your seed is by opening like 2 eggs and then not saving and reloading the game. And then you can like literally figure out by the number of steps your character was made, like what you're going to get when you hash an egg.
Yeah. So I don't know if it's time based. I don't know if it is. I think it's just like when you create that character, you would, if you could see the probability, it would be like the percentage at which you would need the percentage to succeed is all lined out across the line, and you're starting at the starting line, and every time you fail it jumps to that new percentage, and then when you succeed it starts up a new seed, and then it keeps going again, and so you just jump through
people that only enhance one item at a time, like they don't fail stuff, like take Shaq for instance, he failed 78 times on pen in a row. Like, then what?
So what I'm saying is, like, he probably had like a really bad seed, and if I didn't know any better, he probably threw on like a fail stack paper or whatever, like 100 fail stack Valk's advice or something, and then just smashed through it, and then he just had a really long string going through where the percentage to success wasn't going to be for those 78 failures. If, say, he went on like a red blast and just like smashed the shit out of it for a while and like cleared out a bunch of those failures and got through the success and got further in the string, then threw that thing on and tried to hit it, he might have had a better chance to succeed. But again, like I'm saying, it's not like a proven theory, it's just like what I've experienced so far and like what seems to be working. But I can't imagine it being like completely random and like whatever the fuck. Like there has to be some sort of like sense to it.
I'm going to test something. I got the Armstrong thing, and I'm going to reset my skill and learn like the rage.
Dude, I can't catch archers. This is ridiculous.
Archers? Yeah, they can. There's only like a couple of shields worth that are open.
I have no gap closer. Like I burn all of my fucking stamina trying to catch this fucking guy.
Oh, hell.
Yeah, they're pretty much.
What were you going to test?
I have to cheese them.
So I'm testing the maxed out version of the rage increase for Black Spirit. Because I got an Armstrong skill. Shy, the last skill that you get at level 60 is one of the 4 buffs. You can max it out.
Oh,
so the Black Spirit one like increases by 50%. So I turned it on, I used up all my Black Spirit raging, consumed it, and then I'm just like watching the bar fill, so he's standing still. And as I've been talking to you, I've gotten 20% Black Spirit.
That's pretty good.
Every tick I get about 0.6%. So
that's like 3 times faster.
Yeah. I'm not sure if it's worth it.
So Smash, you actually do programming?
Yeah, I do.
For what?
El Memorial, man! El Memorial, oh my god. No, I run, I'm a system administrator, system / database administrator for a hospital, at St. Jude.
Nice.
Yeah.
Just a personal trainer, but I'm trying to go to school to finish my kinesiology degree. And then I want to go to physiotherapy.
What's physiotherapy?
Physiotherapy?
Yeah.
You don't know what what?
Physical therapy or physio? Or is that the same thing?
Physio, the same thing.
Oh, okay.
But physiotherapy has like a bunch of branches. You can go into like sports rehabilitation or sports performance. You can be like a sports coach.
I don't know if physical and physio are like same but different.
Physio is just like short for physiological or like physical.
Okay. Oh, it's like when computer programmers like I did comp science or computer science. Okay. Yeah.
I'm just surprised you've never heard of physiotherapist. That's like whenever somebody gets hurt at work or something like that, like they're assigned to a physiotherapist.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. All I've heard is therapy and physical therapy.
Yeah.
Or rehab.
There's like mental therapy. Yeah, there's like, normally when people say therapy, that's like mental therapy. And then physical therapy. Or physiotherapy, same thing. But yeah. Personal training's fun. I actually got to work with a couple of people that were pretty interesting to work with. One person had MS.
Yeah.
Which was pretty crazy, but she worked damn hard, and it was crazy to see the improvement.
I've always wanted to hire a personal trainer. I'm like, do I really need one now?
It depends. Like, there's always stuff that you can learn. It just depends on who you hire, because they're as much as everybody says a personal trainer is a personal trainer, they all know about fitness. Everybody specializes around a different thing. Mine's more rehab and strength and powerlifting, which corresponds really well with muscle building. And the biggest thing is when I train people.
So
what's up?
Oh, so I was just wondering, so what type of workout would work out a certain muscle group, and if someone wants to gain, if someone wants to look a certain way, is that what you do? Kind of someone's hey, I want to huge ass. I guess.
Yeah, that's more on the easier side of what I can do.
Okay, I didn't know that was easy, but okay.
Well, it's me saying I have no fucking idea about C++, right?
Right. Oh, okay, yeah, true.
No! But yeah, muscle building and stuff like that's pretty easy. The biggest thing that's gonna change that is your volume of training, which is how much weight you're lifting at the end of the day. So every rep you do, say if you're doing bicep curls to grow your biceps, you want a lot of volume, because volume is what kind of creates growth, because it stresses out the muscles and causes micro tears, which then causes them to repair and grow bigger. But to calculate that volume, you would have to find out your 10 rep max, how many reps you can do or at a certain weight where you can't do any more than 10 until you reach failure, where you can no longer do another rep in proper form. And then you calculate that and figure out what your total volume is for that muscle. And then you essentially just go through an exercise plan that would involve reaching that volume load.
And do you do nutrition or anything for people?
Yes. You couldn't do personal training unless you knew about nutrition, because it's literally 80.
Alright. So, I have a couple
I know you're
musclehead friends. And they're bro, you gotta try this new protein and this new energy thing. I'm bro, just eat food. And I'm I don't know if this works.
If your diet,
I like to supplement. Yeah.
If your diet's good and you got good genetics, you have nothing to worry about. But stuff like electrolytes or CAAs and stuff like that can actually be helpful. And for people that are lacking intrinsic motivation, which is self-motivated to go to the gym, having stuff like pre-workout and creatine can act as a placebo or workout enhancer, where it allows them to feel their workout more and see more immediate progress because of the swell right after the workout, that it'll keep them motivated to keep going. So there's do's and don'ts of supplements and stuff like that, but it all depends on the person and the situation you're trying to go around.
Because everyone's body reacts naturally.
Exactly, and it's not just about the body, it's about the mind too. Like, a big thing about personal training is, like, you're not only there to, like, give them proper workouts and make sure that they're reaching their goals uninjured, you're also keeping them motivated and, like, understanding their mentality, so you can keep them motivated and help them build their own internal motivation factors, so then they can keep themselves going after they stop training with you. Because that way, like, my biggest thing is, like, I don't like the concept of having a client forever in order for them to feel like they can progress, because then I feel like I'm not really doing my job of, like, teaching them.
It's like what your parents really right? Yeah. It's like a parent, really, a mini parent.
Yeah, you're essentially, like, I wouldn't say a role model, but you're like
You're a teacher.
A teacher.
Like, you have to graduate. Like, you can't stay in high school or, like, the slash forever.
Yeah, and then you really want to be able to, like, give these people knowledge and then be able to send them on their way, so they just feel really good and feel like they've gained a lot from the experience. So then that kind of feeds out and goes to other people, and then that helps bring new clients in, and also just feels good, because I like when people, like, step away or bring something up later in, like, another training session of something that they've, like, learned and retained from, like, a previous session, that, like, makes them, like, be able to work out on their own safer and more effectively.
Oh wait, I got a question for you. So I've asked my sister to see the doctor, but obviously, like, she probably doesn't know as much, or do you, since, like, I don't know, you specialize in it, right? You're just a general veterinary, like, practitioner, whatever. So when I do a push-up, right, in both my elbows, once I go down to a certain, like, point, they, like, pop, I guess, or, like, they snap into, like, a different position. Like, you can feel, like, I'm so what to say.
Yeah, I understand. Like, your joints actually slipping, but there's a multitude of issues that could cause that. You could either have like, weak muscles in your triceps and biceps that are causing a lot of free play in your elbow joint when it's coming down into that position. Your hand position could be off. You could have imbalances in your shoulders that are turning your elbows out, causing excess strain on the joint, which then is rotating the shoulder that feeds into the elbow, which will then cause it to slip. There's also just biological differences in growth where your joints could just be looser, or the fibers around the fibrous joint could just be weaker, or there could be excessive nitrogen gas in between the joints causing it to slip, because it's essentially floating on like a ball of air.
Ball, yeah.
Because, you know, when people like slip or crack their fingers, that's actually nitrogen escaping. It's very rare for people to be able to crack their knuckles by grinding it against each other and causing a click. Some people can do it. I can do it with my knuckles, but that's because I did Muay Thai kickboxing for so long, and I was punching hard things that my knuckles got all screwed up. I don't have arthritis, but like...
Right. That's your dope. That sounds cool.
That's just like, for me, like clenching my fist.
Alright. Interesting.
So you can keep doing it though? Because like the nitrogen one...
Is it bad for you? Is it bad or anything?
Yeah, it's bad. If I did it like every day for like 5 minutes a day, I'd probably get arthritis in like 10 years.
Dude, I fucking hate archers. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, bro.
Just do it.
Not a grab class. If you're not a grab class and you can't SA trade, you can't do anything.
I can't do anything because they just fucking rip through my. This kid's just ripping through my fucking frontal guard, and then I burn all my stamina to iframe. I don't know. Silicore.
The question I have for you, Smash, though, is when you're doing those push-ups and your elbow slips, are you experiencing pain?
Zero pain. Actually, zero pain. Like, I only notice it because, like, if you put your hand, like, on, like, the side of my elbow, you can